In the headlines, Tropical Storm Erin becomes the first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. In news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister says her government will not engage in mass deportations of Venezuelans. And internationally, Washington, D.C. sues the federal government over police takeover. Good afternoon, I am Leila Langford. Details of the news when I return.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date, but you are stranded? No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Fonkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Fonkole. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
You've worked hard to build your dream home. Now it's time to protect it with ICWI's A-Plus Homeowners Policy. From hurricane damage to unexpected losses, we've got you covered with the best homeowners protection in the region. Protect your most valuable asset with coverage for what matters most when it matters the most. ICWI, we know insurance. You know you're protected. ICWI, serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com or call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbour Lane and Holland Street, Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back. In our lead story, this lunchtime, Tropical Storm Erin has been upgraded to a hurricane, making it the first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Weather forecaster Marshall Alexander says Hurricane Erin is not expected to pose a direct threat to Dominica.
At 11 a.m., the center of Hurricane Erin was located near latitude 18.2 degrees north, longitude 56.1 degrees west, or about 460 miles east of the northern Leeward Islands, or about 395 miles away from Dominica. Erin is now moving towards the west-northwest at a slight increase in forward speed near 18 miles per hour, and this motion is expected to continue into the weekend. On the forecast track, the center of Hurricane Erin is likely to move near or just north of the northern Leeward Islands over the weekend, or about 287 miles to the north of Dominica tomorrow morning, and is not expected to pose a direct threat to Dominica. Maximum sustained winds are now near 75 miles per hour, with higher gusts, making Erin a Category 1 hurricane. Hurricane force winds extend outwards, up to 25 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outwards, up to 115 miles, mainly to the north of the center. Steady to rapid strengthening is expected during the next 2 to 3 days, and Erin is forecast to become a major hurricane of Category 3 during the weekend.
Meantime, Alexander urged Dominicans to stay alert as Hurricane Erin could bring increased rainfalls, thunderstorms, and rising sea levels to the island.
Watches have been issued for portions of the Leeward Islands, and residents in Dominica should continue to monitor the progress of Hurricane Erin for indirect impacts, as the approach of Erin will support an increased chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms associated with feeder bands or rain bands. People in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and falling rocks are advised to be on alert and to exercise caution. A flood watch or warning may become necessary later today. An increase in swells is forecast along the eastern coast this afternoon, and a further deterioration in sea conditions are anticipated tonight into tomorrow along the eastern and western coastlines. Small craft operators and all users of the sea should be on alert, and a small craft warning may become necessary. The advice is to stay informed for updates, be on alert for increased rainfall and thunderstorms and rough seas and take the necessary precautions as we are in the hurricane season.
Weather forecaster Marshall Alexander. Works are progressing well on a new fire station and magistrates court in Granby. This morning, Minister for National Security Rayburn Blackmore led a walkthrough on the ongoing construction sites in Granby.
What is happening right now in Granby has to be tied to a national developmental approach and plan by the government and the leadership of the government that is tied to our national resilience. So it's not by accident that you see a new communities emerging in Granby. Close to 100 houses are being built. The expansion of the village itself will mean, of course, the services and the need for more services. That will allow us also to have our own rescue team in Granby, resident in Granby, because we know that that area is a very vulnerable area. So it is tied, it's not simply a building to house additional fire officers. It's not simply a magistrate court. To create a better and more conducive environment for the magistrates to actually discharge the duties and for people who are seeking reprieve or redress to attend court. But it is tied, of course, to a national developmental agenda that speaks to our resilience, etc. So if we're going to have more people in an area, the need for actually better response and quicker response in the event of disasters, etc., becomes paramount. And the need to resolve conflicts when they emerge, therefore. And so we hope that with the new magistrate court building, we'll create an environment where magistrates will spend the time that they need to spend on the bench and to dispose of the cases before them in a timely fashion.
Minister for National Security Rayburn Blackmore. Minister for Finance Dr. Irvin McIntyre has urged the United States Peace Corps volunteers to participate in the ongoing discussions about curriculum reform in Dominica. 3 volunteers from the United States Peace Corps Eastern Caribbean have been officially sworn in as Peace Corps volunteers in Dominica, where they will serve in primary schools in the northern part of the island for a period of 2 years. Dr. McIntyre represented the Prime Minister at this morning's ceremony.
Your presence here in Dominica and your commitment to serve speaks volumes about the values you uphold: service, solidarity, and a belief in the transformative power of education. For that, we are deeply grateful. We are grateful because it means you will impart your valuable knowledge and skills in our primary schools here and in other parts of the Eastern Caribbean as well. As we move to various reforms of our education curriculum, beginning this September at the primary school level, we welcome and any assistance we can get to widen the learning horizons of our children, to provide them with varied experiences that can mold them into productive citizens. I believe you are well placed to assist in this regard. In Dominica, we see our education system as a path to empowerment, to opportunity, and to nation building. The fact that 3 of you will soon be working as literacy resource volunteers in our primary school is both timely and impactful.
Minister for Finance, Dr. Irvin McIntyre. That's the National Focus, Regional and International Developments up next.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. Husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was devant jour, so she asked him, "What time is it, hussy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you won't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her picker stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumbling. But she saw she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, Fogole, telephone, email.
For over over 55 years, ICWI has stood strong, protecting homes and properties across the Caribbean. Through every storm, every challenge, we've been tried, tested, and trusted. With a robust reinsurance program, we're built to last and built to be there for you when you need us the most. Choose ICWI Property Insurance. Serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com. Call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbor Lane and Holland Street in Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
In news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamala Posada-Bessessa says a migrant policy, which is not yet completed, will not be one of mass deportations of migrants. Posada-Bessessa said details on the policy will be forthcoming, while accusing the past government of not properly assessing Venezuelan migrants who sought refugee status in Trinidad and Tobago. She claimed there was little or no attempt to sniff through immigrants who were legitimately fleeing conditions in Venezuela from those who came to Trinidad with a criminal intent. And internationally, Washington, D.C. is suing the federal government over its takeover of the police force after U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi named the head of the Drug Enforcement Administration as the district's emergency police commissioner. The city's Attorney General wrote on X that the U.S. government had illegally declared a takeover of the Metropolitan Police Department and was abusing its temporary limited authority under the law. President Donald Trump on Monday declared he would use federal law enforcement to crack down on crime in Washington, D.C. That's news, the DBS Lunchtime Sports Report. Up next.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine.
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500. Easy Max Pro of $10,000. And Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
And welcome to your Lunchtime Sports Report. National runner Denny Kuluk has qualified for the finals of the men's 400-meter hurdle event at the NACAC Championships in the Bahamas. Luke is one of the two athletes representing Dominica at the event. Luke, who has already established himself as an 800-meter specialist, clocked an impressive 49.78 seconds to finish in third place in his heat this morning. His time also put him fifth overall out of the 12 runners. The finals will take place tomorrow evening. Meantime, national athlete Trinice Hamilton will compete in the women's shot put on Sunday. The national under-14 girls football team will open their campaign Onto some football. The national under-14 girls football team will open their campaign in the CFU under-14 tournament in Trinidad this afternoon. Dominica will play Bonaire in their first match, and kickoff for that game is at 4 p.m. Into cricket, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will be looking to make it 2 straight wins as the Republic Bank CPL continues tonight in St. Kitts. The Patriots will take on the Guyana Amazon Warriors tonight at 7 p.m. Last night, Alec Athenes led the way with bat, and Waqar Salamkale did it with the ball as the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots beat the Antigua Falcons in a tournament opener. Into basketball, the Paybush Super Eagles suffered their first loss of the season as they went down to young BAA Sharks in a tight encounter as matches continued last night at the DABA's Premier Division at the Masakindo facility. The Sharks took the match 68-64. Meantime, in the Division 1 League, our West Coast Credit Union Ballers blew out the Dennis Charles Pemberton Seahawks 81-40 as they continued their undefeated streak, winning 5 straight games as the West Coast team has won 3 road games by 20 points and more, and last night winning by 40 plus points. At 9 p.m., it's a top of the tables clash between Convenience Plus Maho Gators and the Dr. Dara Pichler Sports Club Falcons. The race for the top three finish in the DFA Premier League will intensify tonight as second place Belfast Estate Maho Soca Strikers will clash with fourth place Sagicor South East as the Premier League continues at the DFA Technical Centre. The Soca Strikers in the second place on 31 points as they are 3 points ahead of the Sagicor South East, who are on 28 points with 2 games left in the season. That match will get underway at 6:30 tonight at the DFA Technical Centre as we speak about football and plans for a future of cycling. Cycling news here, as it is including a grassroots program, will be among the key items on the agenda as the Dominica Cycling Association meets tonight. President of the Dominica Cycling Association, Ronald Charles, says concerns affecting cyclists will also be discussed. Meeting is set for 6 p.m. at the Dominica Olympic Committee headquarters. Well, that's all the time we have for sports. Back to Lila Langford with the headlines.
DBS News.
In a recap of the headlines, a tropical storm Erin becomes the first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. In news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister says her government will not engage in mass deportations of Venezuelans. And internationally, Washington, D.C. sues the federal government over police takeover. Good afternoon, I was your presenter, Leila Langford. Stay tuned for the Lotto draws coming up next on DBS Radio.
Now you will love Super 6 even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more, win more, have fun. With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one.
With the new and improved Super 6 game,
the jackpot keeps growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6, a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
Let Instacash help you get the kids ready for school with the DNL Back to School Instacash promotion. For every Instacash ticket purchased, your ticket could say you've won cash, you've won groceries, or you've won school supplies instantly.
One lucky customer will win $5,000.
Promotion runs from August 8th to the 11th of September 2025. Instacash tickets are available from all lottery agents island-wide. It's fast, it's easy, and you win instantly.
Instacash, let me play.
The Super 6 jackpot is $230,000. Get your tickets today.
Turn $2 into $2,000 when you play 4. Choose any 4 numbers from 1 to 22. Match all 4 numbers and you win $2,000. Match 3 numbers and you win $40. If there is a jackpot winner, then match 3 and you win $20. Match 2 gives you $4. You can be a grand winner every day when you play 4. Tickets cost $2 and are available from all lottery agents. Dominica National Lottery, everything is possible.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Midday Draw here at Dominica National Lottery for August 15th, 2025. I'm your host, Michelle Lewis, and now it's time for some grand winnings with Play 4. Good luck. The first lucky number is 20. Your second number is 8. The third winning number is 22. And your fourth lucky number is 9. To repeat, this afternoon's winning number is for Play 4 are 20, 8, 22, and 9. And that's Play 4 with grand winners every day. Up next, it's Big 4 with an easy score.
you can play your favorite Daily 3 plus Big 4 3 times a day, Monday to Saturday at 9:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. Dominica National Lottery. Everything is possible.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying tuned. Now it's time for a big win and an easy score with your Select 4. Good luck. All right, everyone, here we go. This afternoon's big winning numbers are 0, 4, 0, and 2. And now it's time for the multi-X ball. The multi-X ball chosen is FP, free play, free ticket. To repeat, this afternoon's lucky numbers for Big 4 are 0, 4, 0, and 2. And that multi-X ball is FP. Remember, with Big 4, it's an easy score. Up next, it's Pick 2 with multi-X.
Play 2 and then multiply. With multi-X, win up to 5 times.
If you love playing Daily 3 and Big 4, then Pick 2 is your game for sure. Give it a try and watch your winnings multiply.
It's easy to win. Multiply your winning with multi-X. The next thing you know, you cash in your check. Multiply.
Pick 2, just 2 numbers from 0 to 9. Ask for multi-X to multiply your winnings.
Remember, you must bet the same amount on multi-X and Pick 2.
It's easy to win. Play 2.
And we're back and ready to play to win with some Pick 2. Let's watch those winnings multiply. This afternoon's winning numbers for Pick 2 are 7 and 5. That multi-X ball will be 2X, doubling those winnings. To repeat, this afternoon's lucky numbers for Pick 2 are 7 and 5. And that multi-X ball, it's 2X, double the winnings. Pick 2 and play to win. Up next, it's One Off.
Introducing One Off, the new and exciting game from the Dominica National Lottery. It's so simple and easy to play. Here's how you win one off one digit. Simply select your 3-digit numbers from 0 to 9. For example, I select 1, 2, and 3 as my numbers. Now, if any one of your numbers chosen is off by 1 digit higher or lower of the winning numbers called, then you win. The winning numbers are 2, 2, 3. My selected numbers are 1, 2, 3. I could also win if the winning numbers called were 133, 124, 122, 113, or 023. With 2 draws daily, increase your chances of winning. Play one off and win anyway.
And we're back. Now it's time to play some one off and win anyway. Good luck. All right, everyone. This afternoon's winning numbers for one off are 2, 6, and 1. To repeat, those lucky numbers for one off are 2, 6, and 1. Play one off because there's always a win. Up next is Daily 3 with multi-X.
Get your game on! Daily 3 just got bigger! Level up your Daily 3 play with multi-X. Now you can multiply your winnings up to 5 times each time you add multi-X when you purchase your Daily 3 ticket. Power